Welcome to another weekly market update. It's Sunday, April the 30th, after the market closed on the 28th. Here's where we look each week at the big picture of the market. There's a bull market, bear market, what kind of market we're operating. That's very important to know. But also as well as the short-term trend within that larger trend, up or down. Because all these things, as well as affecting your overall wealth, such as your pension and so on, it's good to be aware of any trouble. As well as any upside. But also on the short term, when you're doing individual trades, one of the biggest things you can learn is how much the overall market affects them. So here's where let's dive right in. As usual, we start with the very big picture, going back to 2009, the long old bull market that has occasional head fakes that looked like it was going down here and here, but just kept on trucking higher. So and it's not ready to go down yet. We see this in this is a very clear uptrend, very aggressive, and the key moving averages, the 40-week and my own proprietary 70-week, turning up nicely. So if we zoom in then to the 2 or 3 year chart here, this is week to week action, each of these vertical bars. And it looked like the market was going to go down, but in fact that was just when you look at it from this point of view, perhaps that was just another step higher, and it's just in this channel here like that. It doesn't change the fact though that it's still very high above its 40-week moving average, and that valuations are definitely at nosebleed levels. What we try to do here though is look at just the price action. We look at what is the market telling us, and we have to ignore everything else. And right now the market is saying up, up, up. So go into the day-to-day action. Last week it definitely it was as clear as day. I showed you this little downtrend going on here, and that was instead of breaking below that though, the market basically said screw that, and just broke above this downwards channel and get back above the 50-day, and it's just, this market's just not ready to go down yet for whatever reason. They had a good run of earnings, I think, from banks. Let's look at financials though, because this is what has apparently been driving the whole thing. This is the financial sector, and that did have a bounce because of a few earnings. But from this point, from the financials though, that's still below the 50-day key 50-day moving average, and it hit back. And notice how at the end of the week, the action here, it's closed at the bottom of its range. So if that is indeed the leader of the market, that could be telling us other things going on under the surface. This is the New York, all the markets combined, and that you can see it pretty much did the same thing. So what we can say now, is it an uptrend or downtrend for the short term? Well, the downtrend was broken, and for now anyway, I think that, again, going back to what I said previously, as long as it stays comfortably above the 50-day moving average, we have to assume the short-term uptrend is in play. So that's all for this week, and speak to you next time.